The History of Tom Jones, a Foundling. Book 2. Containing scenes of matrimonial felicity in different degrees of life, and various other transactions during the first 2 years after the marriage between Captain Blifil and Miss Bridget Allworthy, by Henry Fielding, narrated by Sam Cousy. Chapter 1. Showing what kind of a history this is, what it is like, and what it is not like. Though we have properly enough entitled this our work, a history and not a life, nor an apology for a life, as is more in fashion, yet we intend in it rather to pursue the method of those writers who profess to disclose the revolutions of countries, than to imitate the painful and voluminous historian who, to preserve the regularity of his series, thinks himself obliged to fill up as much paper with the detail of months and years in which nothing remarkable happened, as he employs upon those notable eras when the greatest scenes have been transacted on the human stage. Such histories as these do in reality very much resemble a newspaper which consists of just the same number of words, whether there be any news in it or not. They may likewise be compared to a stagecoach, which performs constantly the same course, empty as well as full. The writer indeed seems to think himself obliged to keep even pace with time, whose amanuensis he is, and, like his master, travels as slowly through centuries of monkish dullness, when the world seems to have been asleep, as though that bright and busy age, so nobly distinguished by the excellent Latin poet, of which we wish we could give our readers a more adequate translation than that by Mr. Creech. When dreadful Carthage frightened Rome with arms, and all the world was shook with fierce alarms, whilst undecided yet which part should fall, which nation rise, and glorious lord of all. Now it is our purpose, in the ensuing pages, to pursue a contrary method. When any extraordinary scene presents itself, as we trust will often be the case, we shall spare no pains nor paper to open it at large to our reader, but if whole years should pass without producing anything worthy his notice, we shall not be afraid of a chasm in our history, but shall hasten on to matters of consequence, and leave such periods of time totally unobserved. These are indeed to be considered as blanks in the grand lottery of time. We therefore, who are the registers of that lottery, shall imitate those sagacious persons who...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?